Happy holidays, everyone. My name's Cole Williams, and if I may, I want to take you on a brief journey. Close your eyes and picture it. It's 2017, you're in college, and you want to go take a trip to the local movie theater because you know that there is a movie premiering that's based on one of your favorite childhood television programs. You go into it hoping they didn't screw it up, and they didn't. For the most part. But in all seriousness, I actually quite enjoyed the 2017 Power Rangers Reboot when I saw it in theaters for the first time. It seemed similar enough to the source material without being a shot-for-shot remake. They took some risks, that much is true, but the way I see it, if you're going to do something different, do it different. Unfortunately, not everyone felt the same way because Power Rangers reportedly grossed $85.4 million in the United States and Canada, and grossed $57 million in other territories for a worldwide gross of $142.3 million against a production budget of $100 million. The film received mixed reviews from critics, with the general consensus being that it had a lot of potential, but that it ultimately just missed the mark. So, not surprisingly, now that Hasbro's in charge, they want to try it again. And naturally, ever since Hasbro purchased the rights to Power Rangers, people have understandably been speculating on what they're going to do with the next movie, mostly in hopes that we would get a sequel to the 2017 film, though, let's be honest, that was probably never going to happen. But there's still the question of what we might be getting. Well, Dacre Montgomery, the actor who played the Red Ranger, Jason, in the last film and would go on to play Billy Hargrove on the Netflix series Stranger Things, disclosed in a Reddit AMA, "I think there is a Power Rangers movie in the works, but it's not with me in the cast. So yes, another Power Rangers movie will take place, but not with us." Which is a shame, because one of the great things about the 2017 movie was the cast. It wasn't their fault that the movie as a whole wasn't quite up to par, and I think that the cast deserves another shot. But I digress. So we're getting a movie and we're starting over. When can we expect this next film to come out? According to an interview with Hasbro Global Brand Development and Marketing Manager Beth Bamrick, "I can't comment as much as everyone would love me to on the movie per se, but what I will say is we're really looking at every opportunity. We are planning 2 and 3 years out, so we do have a lot in the pipeline, but we have a lot to get to first, like we talked about. We kind of just took it on, so we will definitely have more to come. It's top of mind with us, as well as we kind of think about where we want to bring the brand next, but again, we do have some plans that are out there which we'll be excited to share with you when we can. But yeah, we're definitely looking at it like a 2 to 3 year approach in everything that we're doing." So at the earliest, that would put the upcoming film's release somewhere around 2021 or 2022, and I'm certainly excited about that, but a few questions still remain, for me at least. Who will be in charge? Who will write the script? What will the story be, among others? Well, good news! As I was editing the first version of this script, where I was going to present some of my own ideas for the next film, I got some answers. It is said that Paramount, along with Hasbro's film arm Allspark Pictures, is in charge of the next film, with Jonathan Entwistle, best known for creating Netflix's End of the World, serving as its director. Now, admittedly, I haven't seen the show, but from what I hear, it's kind of a dark comedy about the friendship between this teenage boy who thinks he's a murderous sociopath, and a girl who gets him to run away and go on a road trip. Fun! What's more than that, Entwistle is currently in post on another teenage-centric Netflix show, I'm Not Okay With This, which focuses on a girl dealing with high school life, her budding sexuality, and superpowers. Now, at face value, Entwistle seems like a risky choice, but as I understand it, he seems to have a grasp on the voice of young people, which could translate into something unique. Speaking of unique, it seems that Patrick Burley, who had a hand in writing Ant-Man and the Wasp, will be writing the script. What exactly makes this unique? Well, this is where the story comes in. It seems that the story might involve time travel. Ooh. Our Rangers, whoever they may be, because that hasn't been specified yet, will be brought to the 1990s and they will have to find their way back to the present. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds pretty cool to me. Time travel is pretty standard stuff in media, especially in Power Rangers, but on this alone, it seems like Hasbro doesn't intend on making another origin story, which is probably a smart idea because origin stories have been done to death and they aren't always necessary. Also, it'd probably be too soon to attempt another origin story after the last one didn't work out. But this could open up some new possibilities if we can somehow have a sort of Power Rangers cinematic universe. As a matter of fact, Jason David Frank, who is effectively the face of the franchise and has done so much for it, suggested bringing in Lord Drakkon, a comic book exclusive villain, as the villain in this upcoming story. While I would like to see that, I think a story with Lord Drakkon would be better suited for a future sequel. For those who have not read the comic books, I'll say this much so as not to spoil anything. Lord Drakkon is an evil Power Ranger from an alternate reality who rules over his Earth with an iron fist. He commands an entire army of his own mass-produced Power Rangers. It's wild. But that said, it seems like Drakkon would be a villain that you would work up to. In that respect, he seems to me like a Thanos-level big bad. I mean, can you imagine at the end of a film, Drakkon putting on that helmet like Thanos putting on the Infinity Gauntlet at the end of Avengers Age of Ultron? It'd be totally awesome. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I would like to talk directly to Mr. Entwistle, Mr. Burley, and everyone else on the Hasbro and Allspark and Paramount team if I could. And you don't have to listen to me if you don't feel the need. I understand. I'm a fledgling YouTuber with a whole 10 subscribers, who are all amazing. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But in all seriousness, I, along with several other people, have been a fan of this franchise for my entire life. Personally, I was bullied in school, and watching Power Rangers on the weekends was one of the few things I had to look forward to. I know that in the grand scheme of things this is a non-issue, but Power Rangers means the world to me, and will always have a special place in my heart, and it's for that reason why I ask you, no, implore you, whatever you do not screw this up. This franchise has been through a lot in the near 30 years it's been around. Before Power Rangers Beast Morphers aired, the show was in a downward spiral for 7 years, with the exception of Dino Charge. Beast Morphers has been trying to pick up the pieces left by the Neo Saban team, which isn't an easy task. And I'm not asking for a perfect movie, but if you screw this up, I'm not saying it'll be the final nail in the coffin for Power Rangers. I'm trying to tell you that it'll be bad. So I repeat, one last time, please do not screw this up. As for the rest of you watching, if you like this video, hit it with a thumbs up. If you hate this video, hit it with a thumbs down, leave a comment down below, tell your friends to watch my videos, if they want to, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell to be notified when I drop a new video, and don't forget to follow me on social media if you want to. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, I bid you a joyous day.